Hey guys, be sure to press like and subscribe. Today we're going to talk a little bit about retiring at 55 and its benefits. One of the big benefits about retiring at 55 is that usually people that retire at 55, they live a little bit longer than people that wait to retire in their 60s. They usually get a few more years out of it, according to what some people have said out there. And that's a good thing, to be able to retire at 55. And also, you get that added benefit of living those extra 2 years and getting the extra money from Social Security or whatever, and also from your pensions. But here's the thing. The best part about retiring at 55 is getting to enjoy life with those 10 years that are probably going to be healthy years, because those would have been years that you would have been working as a healthy individual. Because once you hit like that 65 age, right in around there, things start going downhill. You're not as healthy. You get diabetes, you got back problems, and some people get it younger. I've had back problems since I was younger, but the rest of my health, with the exception of my knees, has been, pretty decent, like my basic health, but like most of us, we are, that get out at 55. The other thing is, we're young enough that we still can be young, vibrant, hang out, do things, be active. And yeah, there's 65-year-old people that are active, they're healthy, and they've kept themselves up pretty good by eating well, things like that. But the majority of people that hit 65, the majority of people, they usually start failing at around 65, 67, 68, 70. They don't have that time. People that retire at 55, I've had, with the exception of the COVID, I've had probably 3 of the best years of my life over here, because of retiring at 55. And the good thing is, I look back and I see a lot of my friends that were the same age as me, and they still got another 8 years, 7 years, 6 years to go before they retire. I look back at these people and it's like, wow, these people have a long time. Some have longer. Some have 15 years, because they're a little bit younger than me. But to be able to get out of that rat race and to be able to appreciate life over here is so much better. It's just, I get to live. Because when I was home, I was working 2 jobs, trying to save to come over here. And even if I was home now and living on my own or whatever, I'd probably still be working 2 jobs to survive. Because I like to do things. I like to have the money to be able to do things. I like to have a decent car from living back there. But the problem is you don't have any time to yourself. And that's the issue. Over here, because of cheaper living, things like that, being able to travel places cheaper, having the excess money because your rent is lower, all that stuff, even the insurance over here is cheaper. So all that stuff adds up and benefits you over here, provided you come over here with the right amount of money, okay? And I was lucky enough that I was able to save up and benefit from that, And then along came YouTube. I also have that as an added benefit, and I had some other things added to it. And I still have Social Security coming to me when I hit, 67 or 65 or 62, whatever my decision is going to be. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. But life is better having no work at 55. Life is a lot better for me. To be able to sit down and relax during the day is like the best part of my life. To be able to sit down for a half an hour or an hour and just sit down, maybe have a Coke, maybe have a Heineken or something like that, and a couple, a sandwich or two. It's life. You get to go out to eat. The other day I went to Red Lobster. I got a codfish dinner, fish and chips, and I had some popcorn, shrimp, and stuff, and it was awesome to be able to sit down and do that, because at home, I just frankly didn't have the time to go do stuff like that. Not just that, I didn't have the money to do it, and by coming over here, and retiring and having the extra money from not paying, $800, $1,000, $1,200 a month in rent, that's a substantial difference. It's a substantial difference to be able to do that. Now, do I recommend everybody retire at 55? If you can. And if you can retire at 55 with a good sized pension, like I said, between the 2 and 3,000 is the sweet spot. 1,500 above, you're probably pretty good. You're doing better. 1,250, you're kind of on the edge there, but you need some good income to come over here and to be happy and to live happy. And that 2 to 3,000 sweet spot thing, that's the place to be. If you got a couple more years and you can eke out an extra 500 or something like that, and you're at like $1,500 now or something like that, get that extra 500 or whatever you can get, even if you have to work a few more years, and you'll be happier. You really will be. Yeah, is it hard? Is it hard trying to, live back there in the rat race? And, one of the reasons why I left also was I was watching, the United States just turn into a toilet, political correctness. Every time you talk, people were correcting you. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say this. It's like, what can you say? And I'm not trying to take sides on Democrat or Republican side. It just got out of control, and it got kind of ridiculous. It's just stupid. It was just getting stupid, And I felt like I didn't even belong in my country anymore. Like I felt like I was on a different planet from the country that I was born in, and that's one of the main reasons why I just said, I'm just gonna tap out of this and retire, and just be done with this, And I looked at everything, and I saved for 4 years, and I did it. And you too can retire at 55 if you're young enough to be able to plan. And some of you guys that are older, you might have a house, things like that you might be able to get some income from, throw it into an annuity or something like that, or get some dividends from it or whatever. I mean, I'd be careful throwing it into the stock market right now until it bottoms out and then throw it in. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what's going to happen with the stock market right now, and nobody does. But long term, if you're thinking long term, yeah, could you throw it in now? Yeah, you probably could, but you're going to make more if it bottoms out. If it bottoms out, that's the problem. Nobody ever knows. But anyway, guys, I just want to put that out there, and talk a little bit about that because, I've had a few people ask me to talk about, my retirement at 55, and, it was one of the best things I ever did. And I have a lot of friends, say, wow, Steve, I wish I did what you did, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It's not easy retiring at 55. It took a lot of hard work. It took working 2 jobs. It took paying off bills, planning, getting everything ready to come over here, all that, But, and if you guys follow what I've told people, you can do it too. It's possible. Unless you're past 55, then you can't do it. But if you got a few years ahead of you before you turn 55, if you work your butt off, and you save, you pay your debt off, you get all that stuff out of the way, you too can retire at 55, and it's well worth it, and it'll add years to your life. Remember that. That's the key part. It will add years to your life. So even though you're putting in that extra energy, and you might be working weekends or nights or whatever, in the end, you're going to add probably 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years of added life because you're not going to be stressing out for 10 years of your life after, if you work all the way up to 65. That's 10 years of your life thrown away. Unless you really enjoy your job or something like that, that's a whole different ball game. But most people today, if you ask people if they enjoy their work, in their 50s or even early 60s, they're going to tell you no, they don't. But there are some people that are lucky enough that they work for themselves, or they work in a job where they planned they want to enjoy it, and they love their job or whatever, and good luck to them. Hey, they can work till 65, and that's a good thing that you enjoy your job or whatever. But I would say the majority of people just want to kind of tap out, get out, retire, go to the beach, go to the pool, just kick back and talk to friends, and just enjoy life. I mean, I sometimes I sit here and I watch movies, listen to music, go talk with my friends, go to the mall. I used to go to the movies when the movie was open, but it's not open anymore. But I still watch movies at home or whatever. And that's the good life, guys. And spending it with my family here, too, in the Philippines. That's the best part. That's the best part of my life right there, is having, my two kids here and my girlfriend, and that's the best part of my life. You know, that's the part I appreciate the most over here. But anyway, guys, God bless. But remember, you can do it too, guys. You can do it. You know, just it takes planning. You know, God bless, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.